Hey guys, welcome back to Top Tipper Betting Tips. I trust you're having a fantastic evening and you're getting ready for the racing that's going to be taking place out at the Vaal. We're going to have the Postman tipping out at the Vaal, so I'm going to hand you over to the Postman for his analysis.
Good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, no matter where in the world you guys are, and a big warm welcome to the Top Tipper family. Before we get into selections for Tuesday, the 3rd of October, guys, as I said last time out, stay out and we go and look at some of those results. Phenomenal. I have no idea how some of those horses won. You know, we were laughing in the Top Tipper studio. We were saying that even if they rerun the race and we knew the result, we still couldn't have some of those horses. Yeah, absolute minefields. And the Joburg meetings, the Vaal and the Turpentine, are not getting any easier. We go through the card for Tuesday, and again, I would say tread very warily. If I was taking a exotic, I'd probably look at the two jackpots. I've given a skeleton bipot, comes to 360 odd rand. Yeah, just be careful. Like they say, we've got some short price horses, but there's nothing to write home about, really. But let me go through, let me guide you through. Let's see what we can do. So we're at Vaal, we're on the classic track. First race is off at 12:35, and there are 8 races carded. We go through and we look in the first race. Horse number 2, Kinshan Shah, Craig Zaki for the Hoodalakis yard. I see they've thrown blinkers on this one. I think this will jump, will go to the front, coming back to the 1,000 meters. I think this will be in front, going past the 200, and if nothing runs on, maybe quite hard to peg back. For second, we've gone for the obvious. This is horse number 3, Babylon, Gavlarina for the Van Vuren yard. Again, very speedy sort, also reverting back to the 1,000 meters. But nothing the form is not strong at all. In the bipot, I'm throwing in the third selection as well, which is Statesman. We look first time out, was 5 lengths behind Heirloom, was supported on that occasion. I know it's coming back from a rest. If fit and well, yeah, Statesman could make these ones look very ordinary. For smaller punters, if you want to take a chance and put in 2 and 3 to cut down the bet, I'd rather put 2, 3 and 7, hopefully double up, and hopefully the 7 comes first or second and throws one of the fancied runners out. Our full selections are 2, 3, 7 and 5. Again, just take note, there are 2 first timers, number 1 King Harry and number 6 San Simon. So just watch him go down, see if there's any betting support before you add any of these in. Like as I said, they don't have to be world beaters to win this race. We move on to the second race, first leg of our place accumulator, due off at 13:10, and again over 1,000 meters. There are several first timers. Horse number 9, Green Fame, is the first timer. See, there has been a touch of support. Gavin Larena for the Van Vuren yard, nicely bred. However, in my opinion, probably bred for a lot further. But again, see if there's any follow through. Currently around about 3-1. I am going to select 2 horses here, and hopefully they get us through everything. First selection, it's a narrow first selection, is 2 Empress Game, Calvin Habib for the Broncos yard. They've taken the blinkers off. This one I do think will jump. I think will sit just off them and should be there and thereabouts. For second, I have gone for 11 Potato Salad and Magutla for the St. John Grey yard. I know this did run in a work riders race, however, showed a lot of pace, was a ton of support for this one, and again, generally the St. John Grey horses come on after one run, so I'm going to throw this one into run second. For third, I've thrown in horse number 1, and this is Flying Puma, and for fourth, I have thrown in the first timer Green Fame. Again, guys, Bipots have gone 2 and 11. PA have gone 2 and 11. But just watch if there's any follow through for the first timer, which is number 9. We move on to the third leg of the third race on the card. You're off at 13:45. First leg of the pick 6. And this is a maiden plate over 1450 meters. And here we find my first value bet. Okay, and like I say, it's not a good thing. I think 5-2 is great value on horse number 2, Royal Edition. Last time out, I'm putting a line through that effort. I don't think that 1700 suited Royal Edition. I think reverting back to the 1450. I think Dennis will jump. I think he will sit handy. And again, I certainly think that this one is the horse to beat. For second, I've gone for a nice roughie. This is horse number 4. An American in Venice. Cabela Mazziani for Alson and Zalani. Has rested. I see Alson has thrown the blinkers on. And again, at 14 or 15 to 1, guys, don't leave this one out of the pick 6. I promise you. We're going to take a couple swingers with this one. And even a place bet on the 4 may be very nice. Exactas 2 and 4, swingers 2 and 4. Yeah, we're hoping that that comes home. For third, I have gone for another roughie. This is his 7, Kamakomo. We go and look. Last time out, finished 7th behind the front line. Was slow, not striding out. But we go and look. This one was drawn in the car park. Again, I think reverting back to the 1450. We look at the first run as well. There was support for this horse. Was drawn in the car park. Now drawn at 3, 20 to 1. I don't think it's a 20 to 1 shot. You know, if you guys have got spare money, take swingers with this one as well. You know, you're not going to get burnt at 20 to 1. And for fourth, I've gone for horse number 3, Breath of Magic. So we've gone 2, 4, 7, and 3. And I do think 2 is a decent prospect at 5 to 2. And I'm going to certainly take swingers with the 2 roughies that I have selected. We'll move on to the fourth race on the card. This is due off at 14:20. A maiden plate for the girls over 1450 meters. Please take note, horse number 6, Easy on Me, has been scratched. Again, I don't like this race. My first selection is horse number 7, Right Turn on Red. Gavlarina for the Van Furen yard. 2 fair efforts. Is drawn really, really wide. May need a little bit of luck in the running. But cannot be left out. For second, I've gone for 3, Life Lesson. Again, and my good love for St. John Gray. I am looking for an improved effort from this one. And again, for me, good enough for swingers and exactors. For third, I've gone for 1, Lorna Lily. Dennis Suarez for the Borman yard. Battling Maiden, though, has had 16 starts. But again, for me, good enough for back end of trifectas and the quartets, especially from that draw. For fourth, gone for the 4, Villa Samaya. Chase Mojan for the Stevie Moffat yard. Last time out of 1,600 meters, did lack a little at the death. I think reverting back to the 1450 may suit this one, and again, good enough for back end of trifectas and quartets. So we've gone 7, 3, 1, and 4, and I do think that 3 and 7 should get us through most of the exotics. Race number 5, Joff at 14:55, Pinnacle Stakes over 2,400 meters. And here, guys, I'm taking a bit of a chance, and I'll explain why. The obvious and the class horse, I think, is horse number 1, Arumagum. If you recall, I did tip this one for the Gold Cup and ran second, paid very well for a place, so we made some money there. The reason why I'm not going for this one is, I think 2,400 meters on the quick track, too sharp for it. And I do think, again, that this one has bigger fishes to fry. I'm not saying it can't win, but certainly not my first selection. I look at horse number 2, Flying Bull, coming back to the stable, rested 10 weeks. loves this course. We go and we look 5 runs, 2 wins, and 2 seconds must be included. We go through and we can probably make a case for most of the field. And in this event, I've gone 4, 2, 1, 3, and 9. And I honestly think, guys, we need to load up here. Please take note, horse 7 out of your league is scratched. As I said, I can make a case for most, and I'm hoping that the 4 rise for us at 7 to 1, but certainly not going to have a touch in this race here, especially on the nose. But as I said, add as many as the budget would allow. Tough event. 6 race on the card, you're off at 15.30. Middle stakes over 1,000 meters. And I go and look here, and I have chosen horse number 3, Rose for Trippy, as my first selection, and value at round about 4 to 1. I do know that the Cliffhanger beat it last time out. Cliffhanger is a kilo better off, but when I go and I look at the rerun of that race, he was slow, he was running on. I think he's drawn better than Cliffhanger this time out. I think there's a couple of things in its favour, and I do believe if Rose for Trippy, if she jumps on terms, she'll go very, very close. But just be careful, see how she goes down. If she goes down on her toes, striding out, yeah, then certainly worth a win on the nose. So I've gone 3, 4, 7, and 5. 3, 4, 7 should get us through most of the exotics here. Race 7 on the card, you're off at 16.05, merit rated 72 handicap over 1,200 meters. And I go through here, and again, I think this is a really, really tough event. My first selection is horse number 5, After Hours, and Magutla St. John Gray, Marcy drawn at 1. Course and distance, 6 runs, a first, a second, and a third. Last time out over 1,400 meters was handy, was staying on, I think, from that draw with Ant in the saddle. I think this is the horse to beat. For second, I've gone for horse number 8, Written in Stone, for the Sunday Oli for the Brett Weber yard. Nice handy galloping mass of 52, and I think that this one will be there and thereabouts, and I do fancy 5 by 8 as swingers and exactors. For third, I've gone for the 6, Dark Tide, and then I've also gone for Meteoric to run fourth, and the 3 coming in hot as well. Yeah, I think it's quite a tough event, and putting as many as the budget would allow. Move on to the lucky last race, 8, due off at 16.40, mid rate at 68 handicap, 1,200 meters. And again, we go here. I'm looking to roll the favorite. My selections here are 6, 4, 3, and 8. Meet the Captain. I know it's drawn a little bit wide. However, I do think that Amuzi can jump and sit just off them. I certainly think that he's in with a shot. This has won 3 races, this course and distance. The 4, Countess Danza, I think reverting back to the sprint, maybe will suit this one. Has been just off them over 1,400 meters. Certainly can be there and thereabouts. I think Smelting as well is in with a big chance here. You know, as I said, guys, not the easiest card in the world, really is not. Jackpots may be the way to go. Just be careful. Look for jockey changes, for scratchings. Look for betting moves and follow throughs on the first timers. And as I said at the start, the Vaal and the Turfentine races are not cards to get involved in. You know, I have to guide you guys, and we did last time out when I said you guys stay out. This time, just be very careful. You know, don't get too involved. Obviously, throw your selections in, and as I said, jackpot's a way to go. Stephen, from me, very, very tough racing. Take it easy, and back to you in the studio.
Hey, thanks for that input, the Postman. I see you've tipped an 8-race program. Your normal Bipot PA, your value bets are race 3, number 2, Royal Edition, and race 6, number 3, Rose for Trippy. Some nice value there. And I know you like your jackpots, even though it is tough racing out at the Vaal. I think you like your jackpots to arrive tomorrow. So please, Lord, let them arrive. Guys, enjoy, have fun, break a leg, and cheers for now.